Hey, what's up, everybody? Another Fantasy Insider video for today. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe for more fantasy lineup videos and other videos. This was the lineup that I put out last night. As you see, Cano and Altair got zeros. Cohamos didn't win. So it wasn't a good night for me, but sometimes you're going to have games where, you're going to have bad nights. But, it was 111. It did not win. But, so all we can do is put these lineups out and hopefully we can get some results. And that's what we try to do here, try to get results. You're not going to win all the time, but, as you see, some players that are high in salary, sometimes they don't have games that you expect them to have. So, Altair Robinson Cano, Danny Jose Bautista had a 21, Hamilton with a 6, Escobar with a 9, and Canarcion with a 6, Kamaroff 21. Some of the notable guys that had big nights last night had Joe Mauer, Dozer, and Renato for the Rockies, and Carlos Gonzalez for the Rockies. Those are the guys who had big nights as well. If you didn't have Gonzalez and Renato, Dozer, or Mauer, you probably didn't score a lot of points. It is really tough to forecast who's going to have a good night and who's going to have big points. Someone asked me, well, can you use the same lineup that you did the night before? And sometimes it doesn't work that way, because them same guys that had good nights, you use them in the same lineup, they're not going to have as good of a night as they had before. Now, some might and some will not. So I wouldn't suggest you go and copy a first place lineup the night before and use it on the next day lineup, because it really doesn't turn out that way. So you just have to really go with the matchups and the lineups. It's good to go with players that are on hot streaks, but don't go with the same line, because 9 times out of 10 you're not going to win on that lineup. Okay, so the lineup I have tonight, there you see it on the screen here. I'm going to go with Fears for the Houston Astros. Kind of put a stack with Gonzalez and Otovi. And then I'm going to go with a couple of Oriole players. As you see, Machado, Trumbo, and Adam Jones. I added Chris Davis in there as another outfielder, and Gregorius at the shortstop position. So, you can, switch them up if you like. I'm just giving you what I did of how I'm going to set my lineup tonight. In my opinion, this is a very good lineup. It could possibly, if it gets into the 150, 170 range, you should be okay as far as 50-50 is concerned. Now, if you play in tournaments, I wouldn't recommend you play in tournaments, because if you play a dollar tournament, that'll be fine. But just, putting all your money inside of a tournament, you really have to get lucky. It's like playing a Powerball or something. You have to hope that your guys get into 30-40 point category, and it's really hard to do so. You have to have a good night, really have a good night. But this is my lineup for tonight, 50-50. As always, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Fantasy Sports Insider. You can hit me up on Twitter. Also, email me or hit me up on my Facebook page as well. Just use my lineups as a guide. You don't have to copy them. You don't have to copy the exact lineup that I have. You can always sub players in and sub players out, and normally just play for fun. That'll be all for this video. I'll have one coming up for you tomorrow.